The sponsor of this episode is BetterHelp.
What's up, dude?
What up, man? How much longer till Lindsey gets here?
She said she's coming up.
Okay.
Did you see her post today?
Oh, she at it again?
Yeah.
How bad is it?
It's bad. Ooh. Yeah. So, like, we just gonna hold space for her.
I don't know if I can take it.
Those emotions get big, but just be ready, Hey!
Guys. Hi.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good. How you doing?
Ugh, I was dealing with some stuff earlier today, but you know what? I called my therapist and I actually feel better. How are you guys?
Great.
Ooh, there's actually something I gotta delete off social media. It wasn't a great day before my therapy appointment. You guys didn't see that though, right?
Nah.
Yeah, don't go look.
Nah.
Couldn't have been that bad.
No. Well,
Glad you're good.
me too. I love you guys.
Shut up.
Start your therapy journey today with BetterHelp. It's online, affordable, and flexible to your schedule. In this season of giving, give yourself what you need with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/Neds for 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Neds.
And Daniel's on the phone.
We're on a podcast. That was my brother Nate on the phone.
Hey.
Yeah!
Woo! Hey, guys.
Podcast. Pod.
Hi.
Pod.
Pod.
Pod. Say it like this. Pod.
Pod.
Yeah.
Pod. Really get those lips flapping.
Pod. Like
Pod.
almost like it's a PH.
Bilabial.
Pod.
P.
Bilabial,
Yes.
he said.
They call
I know
it
a little thing about
bilabial.
that. Pod.
Wait.
But a
Pod.
P and a B are bilabial phones.
Bilabial sounds is what you mean?
Because it's two labias coming. Yeah.
Yeah.
These are upper
All right,
labials.
Hi, guys.
all right.
Hello, listeners and watchers.
Hi.
By the way, we've been loving your comments on YouTube and just the support all around on our socials for the pod. Thanks for that, guys.
For real.
Thank
it makes us feel so good and happy and keeps the synergy of like creating and connecting going.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it feels so,
Yeah, it also helps us tune out the haters,
yeah.
It does make me laugh when there's a hater comment who's like, fucking no one cares. Well, not no one. You
Right.
could just read the 95% positive comments of people who do care.
Right.
And if you don't care, you could just leave us alone.
Yeah.
You could
That's
just
true.
leave us all alone.
Right. But the hate comments still draw me in. And truly, that's why I try to stay off because, like I said before, I want to answer back. And
Oh.
sometimes I have answered back on somebody's
it's not
page,
the
and
way.
it was the worst look.
You
It
keep
was-
your mental health together and
Okay.
you keep your reactions off these wieners.
Yep.
Yes.
We have a rewatch episode for you today.
Hey, what's the episode?
The
Jeff?
episode is season
Huh.
1, episode 11B, written by Lazar Sarek,
Mm.
directed by Joe Menendez.
Nice. Jim is the
Jim,
episode.
yes.
Jim. That was a long answer.
Before we recap the episode, any prominent memories of Jim in school for you, friends?
I remember Jim.
I remember Jim. Jim is
Hold on,
something that happened.
Yeah, let me just clarify.
Jim was a great guy.
I wanted more than do you remember going to gym in school?
I remember Jim.
Yeah, I remember
Dude,
Jim.
I remember that big rope that was up there, and it was way outdated. I don't know why in the 90s we still were climbing the freaking rope to try to ring the bell. Kids were still falling,
Yeah.
breaking limbs and crap. Like, it was so
The
stupid.
same
that was
rope
the-
from 1982 that was just frayed.
Hanging on by a limb.
Is it the physical fitness test? Is
Yes.
that what you
It
guys
was
were
like
talking
a-
about?
yeah,
Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I could never really run the mile faster than like 8 minutes.
Same.
You know what I mean?
Wasn't a runner.
Was not
Little
a runner.
legs.
And they're like, keep going around the school. And I'm like,
And it was a mental thing.
Yeah.
I didn't have the willpower to run that mile in the time.
Yeah,
that
not
they
at that
assigned.
time.
Like,
Yeah.
some of those kids would just be going. I'm like, how the hell are you doing? I have no clue. First of all, I'm not going to do it. Second of all, I don't think I could do it.
I know, like nowadays, I enjoy when there. Like I go through phases where I get into running, and like now I like enjoy the mental
I
game.
love the marathon,
of
yeah.
running.
It's
not a
willpower.
fucking marathon, but just
you guys, we should run like a little
half
a
marathon.
What is it called? A 5K?
A 5K. That'd be easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5K would be.
We
easy.
should do that for
charity
ourselves or
or something.
or
Yeah,
any kind of cause.
yeah, that'd be fun. Like that's what I mean. Like running now, I enjoy, but dude, in school, 4 laps around our track, and I was like, "What? Don't make my little legs couldn't do it."
Blistering heat?
Yeah, in this humid Georgia heat.
Oh,
no,
bruh. No.
thank you.
No.
Bro,
No.
here in in Long Beach actually when I was in school, during Neds, at Renaissance High School. Oh wait, no, that was right after Neds. But anyway, we would run around this little gate, man. But it was like a kind of shady little neighborhood. We were assigned to just run around the school for like 4 laps, and that was gonna be our mile. It was a really small school. But I remember there was like random like janky hobos, drug dealers out there. Like like it was ferocious. That was the only thing that got me to actually run a little bit more.
Dude, I
otherwise
love
I'm
this.
walking.
I love this. Like I'm imagining like a haunted house run, like with just like people just like.
Yeah, you better get
You want some fucking drugs, kid?
It's like an obstacle course. You have to dodge them multiple times because you're gonna pass that same drunkard, that same wino 4 times.
Oh yeah, that's funny. You're running the same loop.
Yeah,
So the same guy.
He's gonna get you on that third loop, though.
Yeah, he's gonna line
Fool me
himself
once.
up by
Yeah.
that
Third
fourth
time's the
loop.
charm.
Dang.
Yeah,
That's too
How many
funny.
children went missing in your school?
bro, probably a lot, man.
Ooh.
That's great.
Um,
Performing arts school.
I remember my gym teacher, Miss Janikowski.
Mm.
You know, that's about it. That's about all
great
I remember
story,
from
Lindsey.
PE.
Thanks.
Hello, Miss Janikowski.
Hello.
Yeah, that's
But
it.
you played volleyball in high school, right?
Yes.
Like very competitively, right?
And
middle school?
Yeah, middle school. Yeah,
That was your sport.
Yes, that was my sport. But then, can I tell you something real fucking weird?
Oh yeah.
So I was going up to like, I don't know, serve or spike or something. And this thing happened in my shoulder where like I popped the socket out,
Oh, that happens to me.
but it didn't hurt. But I made them take me to the doctor and I wore an arm sling for the next 2 months and did all of my homework with my left hand because I loved that damsel in distress
Oh,
feeling.
Yeah.
And so there was nothing wrong with my elbow. And with my shoulder. I can still pop it out to this day. It's just like a double jointed thing.
Mm.
But I kept it popped out. And then when I found out that I couldn't obviously play volleyball for this, I was like,
Duh. Yeah, this thing that you
Damn.
enjoy.
but you don't understand. This thing of wanting that attention was so all consuming.
Dang.
You know?
Started early for you.
Wow.
The victim games.
Yeah.
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 That's
It'd
real.
be
And
like
like what a funny microcosm of like victim game to get you do that to get something, but then you also lost volleyball, which you loved.
I was the
Dang.
victim.
Yeah.
I was the victim.
Dang.
That's a classic thing in
You're
your
a victim.
life when you
You're a
play
victim.
the victim like that. Like
Right.
you will get a certain type of reward for it, and you will miss out on
Yep.
things that
On
are
most
good
things
for
I
you.
do.
Yeah.
I was literally doing schoolwork with my left hand and we had spelling tests to where you had to write the word 4 times
Yeah.
in cursive and there were 20 spelling words.
Dang.
So I was like, 80 fucking.
Did you get good eventually?
I did.
So you can ambi,
Not anymore.
right? Yeah.
No.
Wait, they
anymore.
put your whole arm like your hand in the cast too?
Well,
They didn't
'cause
put my
you're in a
movement.
sling.
It was
It's a
like
sling.
here, right? And it went
So
around
you
my
could kind
body.
of do one of those.
No.
No?
Not if I wanted people to
It kinda-
take me
it kinda-
seriously.
Yeah, exactly. Not if
Yeah.
she's playing a real game, and it like holds, you know.
Dang. So the teacher made you like the homework though. You would take that thing off and just go to work and do your writing. But in class,
So you're turning in 2 papers, one with like weird squiggles and one perfectly written.
Oh my gosh, yo, I
Wow.
don't remember. I bet though,
Bruh.
because that shit was hard.
Dang.
You know,
Sounds tough.
But now that I look back on it, it's like, wow, that was some fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
Yeah, you played that game with life.
I know.
Yeah.
So weird.
I mean, cool. You got to practice writing with your left hand. They say that's super good for your brain.
Dude.
Even brushing your teeth.
trust me, I needed
Yeah.
this.
Like even brushing your teeth with your left hand, like doing things
Yeah.
to just create new neural pathways because you
Yeah.
get so used to your
Bro,
right.
learning, that's even like with language learning. That's part of why I went into linguistics. I really wanted more from life. I was getting like bored, and creating those new neural pathways, being in a position like traveling to a foreign country where you speak a little bit of the language, but you have to learn how to get on the bus, get here, get on the train to get there. It's like you're a child again, and everything is just so not even enlightening, but exciting and new and fresh. But if you're, speaking the same language every day, just doing the rote things, you can feel like, oh, everything's mundane.
Yeah.
So that left-hand writing was another practice that I incorporated to keep me interested. Like, during college, I was like, I would just write stuff with my left hand just to stay interested because I was so, like, bored about the mundane.
Daniel.
Yeah.
Oh,
Especially
it's like a problem solver.
well, and like especially that like you've shared with us that time you were going through too, like you were really falling into nihilism.
It's like there has to be something more.
Yeah, and
Intrigue me somehow.
Yeah.
Uninterested in everything. So those were good solutions, though.
Uh-huh.
I mean, if you're stuck in your comfort zone, go travel to a country where you don't speak the language.
Yeah, and you'll feel like a kid.
Yeah, life will get real present.
Yeah, man. Oh, that's the word for that. Exciting. So there's always something to light your fire.
Yeah.
And be like, oh, wow, that's a nice little payoff. I learned something. Gym, dodgeball in gym was my favorite. I was so mad when they took gym out of schools. Do you guys remember?
What?
They took gym out of
schools. They took...
Gym out of our set?
No, they took dodgeball out of schools. Dodgeball, kids were getting hurt playing dodgeball. That might have been when you guys stopped.
Wait, was it
happened on our set,
Evelyn?
too.
That guy?
No, but I'm talking about...
he's talking about in schools. But
No, I
yes,
know,
on
but-
our set,
I'm sorry,
Michelle
it was-
Kim, Evelyn
okay.
got
But
blasted.
go on.
Yeah, she got blasted, man. But no, dodgeball, I love that game. It was
They
so
took it out of
awesome.
schools because it's too fucking aggressive.
Yeah, but some of these
dodgeball's
kids were
so
too
fun.
soft.
Yeah, they're soft.
Yeah, but like,
You're
what
getting
about
hit by a foam ball.
It's a fun ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're keeping football.
Yeah.
Bro, and they're keeping football. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Let me play my dang dodgeball.
Yeah.
Dodgeball was always so fun.
Folks getting
know-
lasered.
In
I
gym
didn't
they would
love it.
always like cycle through different activities. Dodgeball was always a
big
favorite time.
Yeah.
Kickball too. I loved kickball. Kickball was always
great,
fun.
man. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
that shit was lit.
The sponsor of this episode is BetterHelp.
Right? And right in her front butt. Is that
Oh, speaking of front butt,
Heard you been crushing on Deb. How did it go?
It went awful. Awful, if you must know. He came at me with his vague generalities about why it wouldn't work, even though he said he was feeling the same way. And you know what? You know who told me to talk to him? It was you. You told me to do this. I blame you for everything that I'm feeling right now.
ooh, she's not taking that too well. Don't blame your friends, guys. Go see a therapist. In this season of giving, give yourself what you need with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/Neds today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Neds.
You ruined my life, Daniel.
I'm sorry. Go see a therapist.
I remember going to the new school that I was going to out here, and I was like so self-conscious to do gym here in front of like all these kids. It was like way different from Nebraska where I had been with those kids. It was comfortable. So like it was kickball time, and this was my one amazing thing here. I kicked that motherfucker over the fence.
Hey.
Okay, they couldn't get it. I did a home run. I got all my team in and whatever. And then after that, I went back to feeling anxious. But for that one moment, as I was rounding those bases, I thought,
Superstar.
yes.
Slow motion.
Yep.
Victory.
Nice. Yep.
Victory moment.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
team's yelling,
I felt worthy. I felt worthy.
It's big.
Yeah.
It's big.
Did you guys have any big like winning moments? Were y'all on teams in PE, or did you ever take it home?
I played sports my entire life, like less in school, more like, in leagues and stuff. Never really, I don't remember any like victorious moments where I was the guy.
It's like I was on the field, though.
I was a team player. Like I wasn't bad, but I wasn't great.
Oh, I rode the hell out of that bench now. No,
I wasn't bench,
I'm talking about-
but I was just never the guy, you know? I was the support.
No, I had some great ones. Like I played football. I like to tell people that me leaving from my high school football team, when I had to go film Zeke and Luther, it was like in the middle, like right before our playoffs. I had to leave, and my team lost in the playoffs. I tell everyone it was because I was gone.
It
was.
It fucking
I
was,
a
dude. They needed
pivotal
you.
member. They needed me.
Wow.
But yeah, dude, quarterback sacks, man. I always played on the defense, so whenever I got a quarterback sack, it was just the best, man. Or an interception. Anytime I got an interception, you played.
You
like,
were back? Yeah, I played
football
like
and stuff,
not
yeah.
in school, but like for sure I played football.
Bro, we
like, in my
had some
neighborhood.
moments at like lunch and stuff too, where I'm
Didn't
telling
you get
me and this guy-
hurt or somebody got hurt
Not
playing
hurt.
outside? Too sweaty.
No, I
No,
was
you got hurt.
No. I was wearing I was wearing my jeans, my set jeans, and there was this
A grate.
There was
Like-
this grate, this metal grate that like
Drain,
one of
yeah.
the corners was turned up on, and I ripped the fucking jeans like falling on the grate.
It was only the jeans that got ripped?
Like maybe I got a little cut, but it wasn't
You
about
weren't-
that. It
oh,
was that
okay.
it was that like we just fucked
That
up.
could've been
Like,
bad,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah,
Like-
that's what happened. They're like, no.
If you
like,
fell a little bit sooner, that would have been your leg,
No,
man.
for
for real,
real,
dude,
leg,
dude,
like-
dude.
Yeah, that's I think when they bought us the foosball table
Oh.
to get us like off like to get us to stop. It was dodgeball, it was tag, then it was football on concrete. Like I think
Yeah.
that's when they got us the foosball and that like whole game room to be like, play at lunch, but please fucking don't get hurt and
Yeah.
ruin our costumes.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Do you remember, no matter what the activity was, how sweaty everybody would come back from lunch?
Oh,
Sweating.
yeah.
We give
Kyle?
our
Kyle was profusely sweating.
Kyle was sweating before we started. You know?
Oh my God.
Just the excitement of we were about to play something. Kyle was
Y'all's
sweating.
red faces
Yeah.
and the sweat.
It's so true. You know, we've talked about this on the pod. Like every lunch, us kids would eat in 12 seconds so that we could play for that half hour because our lunch was quick. We would come back into the hair and makeup room like to start back after lunch. All of us just sweat. They had to start from scratch.
Yeah.
Sweat, wet hair.
Wet.
Like,
I just remember KJ using the cool blow dryer on you. always.
exactly.
Bruh.
Like had to dry us
Yeah.
off until we started dating, and then they had to fix our mouths.
Ah, bang,
Hey.
bang, bang, bang. So you guys weren't working much of a sweat then, huh? Only in the face?
There were some sweats, but there was face
Wow,
action.
Daniel.
I'm sweating.
Wow.
Maybe you guys are lazy in the bed. I don't know. I'm just
We
wondering.
were
I
not.
mean,
So you were sweating. Nice.
Things got sweaty.
please refer to our episode.
Bing bang. Yeah,
2
Jim.
episodes
Jim.
ago.
Back to Jim.
I'm actually worried that we said too much in that.
Oh, that other episode?
Yeah.
That was raunchy, guys.
That was really
I'm a little
raunchy.
disappointed.
No, really?
Yeah. I don't want to give our viewers that. I don't care.
No, he
Daniel
does.
doesn't
He
care.
does.
No, it's glorious.
Yeah,
I
Daniel
love talking.
doesn't
care.
I think it's gonna get a lot of views. I mean, people are shipping you guys because I want to know, like they want to know if there's any, if there's still some romance there.
I want to ask, does it ever get weird for you, Lindsay, how much the audience ships us?
No.
Cool.
Mm.
Me
No,
either.
not at all. Because I can see it. You know what I mean? I can understand. There's like a natural chemistry there. You know what I mean?
Exactly. We've had it since
And-
we met.
Exactly. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And if our parts should end up being out together, in the same vicinity,
Mm. They might be attracted.
like I wouldn't rush to put clothes back on. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I get it.
So
Cool.
whether it's here, there, or anywhere, but you, it's so enough what I have with you
Mm.
that anything added or nothing could add or take a different kind, whatever.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you know,
That
I got you no matter what.
love you.
That's
Like
Yeah.
that's where I'm at too. Is like, of course I get what people are seeing, and of course, like, it's like, of course you and I could. Of course, there's more there we could explore, but like, there's so much here in our fucking
Yep.
friendship. Like,
Yep.
truly, so much love. It's what people are picking up on. Is
Yep.
there is a level of trust, intimacy, love that's like enough and so enriching to my fucking life
Same.
Yeah.
that it's like, it's almost safer not to fucking
Tarnish
explore
that-
further into messy land. But you know,
Like I said,
I don't.
naked in Bermuda, wouldn't run to put clothes on.
Yeah, I take life as it comes.
Yeah, but I've never been so I just feel so. I'm just so grateful for the relationships I have now because I'm not angling for something more. You know, whereas like before, I think I was a very transactional friend, and I certainly wanted more from any guy that I like. You know what I mean?
sure.
Anything about that, it wouldn't just be like, you know. And now it kind of just feels like I'm gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Like no matter what, these relationships are perfect as they are,
Yeah.
and like it will progress as it needs to.
Yeah. And it's so beautiful. I've found, like, as I've gotten older, like, there's that age old question of like, can guys and girls really be friends?
Mm.
And like, there was definitely a time maybe.
I just got so hot in this shirt.
stay close to
shirt?
the mic. You're so far.
Is
I
that
away.
I
synthetic
got so
fiber?
hot in
It's
this
because
shirt.
we're talking.
I know.
It's because we're talking real
I
things.
fucking know. I'm just gonna get some.
Lindsay starts sweating.
Well, dang.
But yeah, there's that old question that people ask of like, can guys and girls be friends? And like, there was a time in my life where I think I felt like except for like very specific situations, I felt like the general answer was no.
yeah.
Because I'm like, no, because there's always going to be more like from one side or the other and like whatever. My life has evolved where I'm like, absolutely, guys and girls can be friends, because like you can even have a friend where like, you know, you could explore more, but you're wise enough to like not. Like you don't have, just because that potential is there doesn't mean you have to, because some friendships with some of the women in my life like are so fucking good. It's enough. The love is enough. Like, why would I want to fucking
throw it
why
out.
would I want to enter that like chaos that can possibly happen and like tarnish this
and
thing?
it can be chaotic. Yes.
Yeah, sometimes we're just teaching each other as much and as healthily as we need to teach each other in the in the relationship you're in, and that's maybe the most healthy and positive that it can be. So either way.
And those platonic friendships too are very valuable. You can learn so much from just all other people in general, but also like the opposite sex, if that's okay for me to say. But that's the way my mind works.
Yeah.
From the opposite sex, platonically, I feel like there is a deeper understanding that can be found than when you are looking at this person as if they are a suitor or like a partner.
Yeah. The priorities are different when you're looking at a partner. Like my needs in a partnership are different than my needs in a friendship. Like it changes what the boundaries are and what my needs are and what needs to be communicated, all of that. Like,
and you can be more accepting, I find sometimes.
I can be way more accepting with a friend than a partner. That's what I mean. Like needs and priorities are different because there's a different impact on you when you're creating a partnership, like when there's that intimacy. But with friends, like, you really can learn
have
so
fewer
much.
expectations
And really learn, listen, like see what the deal is with the opposite sex, with someone non-binary, like whoever, man, like someone different from you who's platonically your friend and you don't need anything from except for them to like, with my friends, like I just need you to be you and like know that you're safe with me.
Yeah.
And like just feel okay when you're around me with whatever you're coming with, that's all I need. And then I'll, we'll listen, we'll share, we'll be silly, we'll have fun. Cool. Should we break down this episode?
Oh yeah.
Shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You with it? Yes, Daniel. I'm so with it.
So this is the gym episode. It was great. So we get some gym tips at the beginning, and then Moze fucking kicks Ned in the chest. Just right off the top. Just fucking boots her boy.
What?
Yep. Your foot is in the, like, we're foot cam of your foot coming at my chest, karate. Yeah. You kick me in the chest.
She's like, I do not remember this.
Yeah, you really should rewatch these episodes, Lindsey. To the great pleasure of our karate teacher, our self-defense teacher, Coach Stacks, played by Fred Williamson. Former professional
NFL
football player and actor. I looked up his IMDb.
Dude,
that man,
he's huge. All the
still,
blaxploitation films.
And still to this day, like that
still
man,
working.
His credits are just, the list is so long.
My dad loved him.
Yeah.
Loved him.
So that was super cool. Coach Stacks did a great job. So the bullies make fun of Ned for getting beat up by a girl. And so our storyline the whole time is Ned confronting Moze and, getting all, his pride is hurt because he's being told he was beat up by a girl. And so he's like, I was distracted, I could take you. And Ned pokes Moze in the chest and like she grabs his wrist easily and says, take it easy, crouching weasel. I was just kidding. And this is season 1. So I'm literally up to your shoulder. You know what I mean? You could kick my ass at that time. So Ned's mission in it is to destroy Moze and Jim. He needs to win his man pride back because he's fragile. Cookie's story is that Cookie doesn't want to shower in the gym locker room.
Yeah.
After gym, which I never fucking wanted to. I never did either.
Dude,
I'm not
on the football
showering
team,
in
bro.
gym. No.
I played on the football team, and that was expected of us to go and shower. I'm like, no way. I'm like, nah. Dude, no.
I'm not showering around all these dudes. Fuck that. No.
No. I barely want to look at my own cock. I'm not doing
Wow.
Yeah, for real. And Cookie's wearing like his velour tracksuit.
Always just getting hot,
because it
sweating.
looks stylish, but he's like sweating his ass off.
Right.
But in this episode, Cookie does not want Ned's tips because he's got his own plans to solve his sweaty gym problem.
And he's going to do it with his mind, not his body.
Yes. So Coach Stacks wants the class to break boards, and he says some crazy shit. A ball of glass will bounce higher than a ball of rubber. Got it? Ned wants to prove himself by fighting Moze, but Quirly gets in his way and flips Ned, which leads Ned to the partner in front of Moze, who flips Ned, and then he's standing in front of Moze, but he's just been tossed twice, so now he's tired again, telling Moze, we're gonna fight, and she's like, dude, you're a mess already, and he's like, I got this, and Moze kicks his ass again. And Moze says, it's the 21st century, Ned. Girls are tough. And Ned says, yeah, sure, and you like flip him easily. The bullies make fun of him again. Cookie makes a sneaky drug deal with Seth Powers for 3 weeks of math homework. And what is he up to? And then we see someone wearing Cookie's velour tracksuit with the hood up, crushing it in gym, doing push-ups, running fast. And obviously it's blonde Seth Powers. So Cookie's getting the credit from Durga for his great gym work while he's avoiding sweating. But Durga sees Cookie at the end of class that he isn't sweating at all and is like, Ned asks if Cookie finally broke down and took a shower after gym, which is why he's not sweaty. And Cookie says, nope. I used my mind instead of my body and came out smelling like a rose. Go on. Smell me. Ned keeps getting made fun of. Moze continues to educate him that women can be tough. Gordy tries to educate Ned on the same thing, that fighting a girl is a no-win situation. There's this funny bit with Gordy where...
Yes.
Yeah, where he's telling Ned like to be a manly man and that we must remain men, and then he gets manhandled by the lunch lady by Lonnie Love.
The line that he says, like, all we men have is senseless violence. Senseless violence is the last thing we men have left. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, it's so funny. And like he's like giving Ned the speech, and then Lonnie Love comes in and is like, Gordy, you said you would. Yeah, she just like manhandles him to like get him to clean. It's just a funny juxtaposition. Ned asks Coach Stacks to train him. We do the classic training montage. We see my bare feet in the episode while I'm doing karate kicks. The horny feet bloggers went wild, but remember, I'm a child in this show, you freaks. So chill.
Damn.
Coach Stacks tells Ned he's being foolish for caring about being beat up by a girl. There's no shame in losing to his friend who he respects. Durga calls Cookie out. Ned and Moze spar, and Moze is like trying to be nice and let Ned flip her, and Ned is like, no, like we're cool. He's like learned his lesson, like we're cool. Don't let me win. And then the bullies come up to make fun of him again, and instead of beating Ned up, you flip Loomer, and then I flip Crony.
No.
Yeah. And then Cookie finally showers at school by showering in the sink. Fully clothed in the sink.
Yeah, because she makes me do the 50 push-ups.
Yeah.
Coach Durga's like, everybody did terrible today, except you, Cook. Now drop and show them how it's done or something like that. And she assigns me 50 push-ups. I get down there and then...
You cry after one.
After one push-up.
Man. Yeah, this was a fun, nice episode. Like, I kind of loved this exploration of, like... the fragile male ego, and girls can be tough, and just like, what are we doing? Like, it's all okay. Like, that's the overall lesson, right? Is just like, it's okay, dude. Like, don't do this. Like, don't play this game.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got beat up by a girl.
And it looked like your character didn't care until other people told you you got beat up by a girl. Like, they made that differentiation. You just got flipped by your friend, but then they said you got beat up by a girl specifically, and now you're a jerk.
And Cookie learned to take a shower at school, but did it in the sink like a weirdo.
Yeah, I dreaded that episode. I remember doing the table read, and it said I was gonna be in a tank top.
Oh,
hey, did not like it. And then my brother had been calling me fat for all those years, so I was really self-conscious. I was like, they're gonna see my tits. I've been doing my push-ups, it's not working. But yeah,
Still tense.
yeah, man, dude, I did so many push-ups that week leading up. I was working out. Yeah,
You thought you could make it happen in 1 week,
yeah,
huh?
it wasn't gonna happen. They were still there. My nipples were like milk duds, just a poking. Headlights were running.
Dude, your
but-
brother really did a number on you
Bro,
because
psychological
we've
trauma.
talked about it on this pod. Like Daniel wouldn't swim without a sweatshirt on.
yeah, man.
Daniel was in the pool with a fucking hoodie.
Dude, I was a little chunky guy, you know. I like my sweets. You know?
Remember those fresh baked chocolate chip cookies?
Oh, yeah, there was always after
How
lunch.
the hell do you not
Wait.
remember that?
Oh yeah,
I'm trying to recollect. Who made them?
Was her name
Raina.
Raina?
I remember
Raina,
Raina.
and she would come around and
Yeah,
she would
she'd
offer
come
us
around with a
first.
tray.
Oh, those were
Dude,
great.
working on a
Oh.
set sometimes, guys, listeners at home, you don't understand the magic and how easy it would be to get real chunky on a set.
Oh yeah.
But not only do they feed you great at lunch and breakfast, but there's a room full of candy and treats. And then Raina, our amazing craft service
services.
person, she would come around with fresh baked cookies like every afternoon.
Fire.
It was like the
Oh,
fresh
warm
of fresh baked, yo.
cookies.
Like every
Pupusas.
time.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So soft. Perfect amount of
Quesadillas.
heat.
She would just
Yeah.
come around with
Oh
that
my
fresh
gosh.
stuff. Oh, it was so
Oof,
good.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
Dang.
so good.
times.
Your titties didn't stand a chance, Daniel.
No.
Those 12 push-ups weren't gonna,
Weren't gonna-
escape all that room full of candy that was
Yeah,
right
no,
next to our
you
school.
can't counter that. Raina,
Wow.
yeah, Raina was winning. The only push-ups I was doing at that time were pushing those pancakes up to my face. So, you know, that's what it is. But we back, you know. I'm older now. I got my pectoralis muscles are kind of, you know, they're
Hey.
toned now. They're toned.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been back in the gym.
Yeah, I know. You sent me that regimen you're doing, dude.
I've been back in the gym. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get jacked.
Oh, yeah, because we got a photo shoot coming up, right?
Oh crap.
What you been doing to exercise? Have you been exercising?
No, I've just been doing 30-minute workouts from YouTube.
Hey, no, that's something. And you still do yoga, yeah?
yeah.
And then just waking up with fucking marshmallows in her hair.
Yeah, that part. Bro.
You always need a good stretch after that.
Yeah, 1 step forward, 2 steps back.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Like I said, we're going for B's.
Yeah,
Yep.
just a B. We don't need an A.
Yeah.
So,
E.
That's all you got? That's all you're bringing?
have y'all ever hooked up in a gym?
Hooked up?
Yeah, penetrated
At
your
a gym?
tongue into another girl's mouth. You never did nothing under the bleachers?
Oh.
That's not a gym, first of all.
Wait. No.
are you
Like,
talking
I'm like seeing like the
She's-
bleachers at like
I'm talking about gym class,
Not
like when
the
you were in
stadium,
gym.
but they had those push-in
Yeah,
bleachers.
yeah,
that
those
could
would
be-
push in. We weren't going under those.
So, no, I mean, some people did.
Yeah.
I did.
No, you did.
Yeah. Working, I'll say like working, just in general, like working out, exercise has definitely been a foundational practice of mine in my life and helped me get through some of the hardest times in my life.
Same.
Yeah.
So my dad was a bodybuilder
Yeah.
and a personal trainer. He did like competitions and stuff and like was jacked. So on my visitation to visit him when my parents were divorced, like when I was born, and so when I would visit him, he would take me to the gym daycare for him while he was like
Right.
at work and training clients and everything. And I would just like be in there for hours. And then he would bring me out and give me the wooden bar and have me do squats with him. And so my dad was just always very gym centric. Like even to this day, he's like, "How's your BMI?" And I'm like, "Dad, I haven't spoken to you in earnest for 20 years. Like,
Okay.
what the fuck?" But that's how he sort of relates. And so that's like, I don't know, that's always kind of been like the physicality is in my wheelhouse. I feel like I'm built like him a little bit. My dad is also the person who taught me yoga for the first time. He took me through my first yoga
kidding.
moves. And so any gym rats out there, my dad said that he was a fool for lifting weights that whole time without adding something like yoga in
Yeah.
because it makes you so much stronger and leaner in the long run and not just bulky and whatever. So it's kind of an interesting relationship I have with the gym. Like some of my oldest memories are there.
Wow.
But I also don't like seek it out.
Yeah.
You know, I'd much rather exercise outside in a pool and, you know, like
Yeah.
just not that, you know, doing a 30-minute workout on YouTube or whatever. But
Yeah.
I'm not really a gym goer.
Yeah. Yeah, you're a yoga master.
Yeah, that's just fine. That's great.
Yeah.
Dude, gym. Speaking of gym, I hate gyms. I've spent a lot of time in them, you know, for football. I prefer being outside in the world, you know? I'm more of a body weight kind of guy. So like bars at the park, like pull-up bars, that really got me into working out in a way that was feasible for me. I didn't like going into a building to do it. I like that fresh air. And I really got cold with the calisthenics doing like muscle ups. Did you ever do any?
Never went down that path. Yeah.
I became a bar
muscle
warrior.
Up is a pull-up that then you get above and you push up. It's incredibly difficult.
So you're getting that full pull, the pull muscles.
Yes, so you're getting yourself all the way up and then with enough momentum to fucking push up the bar.
And you're not supposed to use the momentum. You're supposed to be able to clean
just muscle, just
transition. Yes. But that momentum feels so good. You really feel like a god up there, man.
I believe that.
Damn.
There was this guy named Hannibal the
Lecter.
King. Well, that guy too. He ate people.
Yeah.
Hannibal the King, though, if you ever get to watch some of his videos, this guy is like a monster. He would be like standing side. He would be on like a flag. He would do flag poles. He would do these like freaking like, man, just check it out. There's amazing things you can do on a bar without being a stripper.
Hey.
I mean, on a pole. Yeah.
And with being a stripper. I've seen some strippers do some incredibly physically impressive feats.
Dude,
Wild.
no, if I don't enjoy strip clubs, guys, but if I do find myself at one, if I get dragged into one, I am really enamored at the sheer physical strength that is being put on display. There's no easy feat. You got to practice to do that. You're not just going to be beautiful and go up and look sexy on a pole. Not happening.
No.
Yeah, no, that shit's impressive. And calisthenics, like that's a whole track of strength and exercise that anyone can go down. Like, you do not need a gym to get in shape. You just like start the steps of getting into calisthenics, and man, you can get so fucking strong.
And it's healthier on your joints and stuff like that. From football, like it takes a toll, man.
Yeah.
It takes a toll.
Yeah,
rigidity.
so I just joined a gym for the first time in 5 years.
Yeah.
Like 5 years ago, I started working out again and was like, I don't want a gym. Like, I just want to do it at home with body weight, running, dumbbell and like kettlebells at home. Like, I'd often do it outside, like in the sun. And I stuck with that for like 5 years where like I was good at just working out like on my own and at home. And just in the last whatever, I had a change of like, I just want to change of scenery with my workouts. I've done the same shit for like 5 years.
Gotcha.
So now I'm back in the gym. Feels good.
Wait. Will y'all come to Millennium with me?
No.
Please?
Nope.
One dance class?
No.
I want to say
But
yes.
on the other side of that fear is so much joy
Mm-hmm.
and the content. Come on.
Come on, let's democracy, Devin. Let's do it.
Come on, Dev,
In pod we
please.
trust. Oh shit! You
Yeah,
have water
there's-
in there.
Why would you say no? Just because I know you love dancing and I know you love music and I know you love new experiences. So can you just
What are they going to charge us?
Yes.
Oh.
well,
it's
you can
class.
come as my guests.
But
Can we?
yeah, I just don't. I personally don't have an interest in like going and learning choreography and doing that.
But that's why I want to take you to the grooves class, which is a little bit more like you just groove.
Oh.
You know, like there's a little bit set routine that like she teaches you as like a guideline if you want to like whatever.
Listen, I'll do anything with you too, with enough pressure. I love some good peer pressure,
I
but
promise
my
you-
heart is like, no, I don't.
I
want to.
was terrified. I was terrified. And then you get in there and it's like fun. And these people are just like us. Like with acting, they talk about it the same way as we talk about acting, you know?
Of
Like,
course,
Some
it's
people
a
with
craft.
skills.
So
of course. I love watching dance.
Yeah.
I love but that's like a whole world that like for me, you asked me the other day, like, would you ever like, do you want to do stand up? And I'm like, I love stand up. Same way. I love watching people who are dancers. Love that shit. I don't want to do stand up. Like, I don't want to enter that world. That's a whole fucking craft.
I perform every day, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah. But would I go with you guys? Yeah, I'd go.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm sure
You could drag me there.
There's some growth to be found.
I honestly, just walking in that place and taking a class was so empowering for me because I put those people on a crazy pedestal, different than me. I would never be, good enough to walk in those. It's literally not about any of that.
Yeah.
There's some of the like dancers, like the community is just like open and expressive and really interesting.
I'll pull up.
Have you been going? I didn't know this. I didn't know you've been dabbling in
Hitting my grooves.
I didn't know you've been
class.
hitting your grooves.
Yeah.
What I would go to, and I bet they have it there, is a salsa class.
Oh,
Now
well,
that I will go to because
Right.
that I have an interest in knowing,
right.
like at least a base level.
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
I'll look for it.
Yeah, I'll go to a salsa class for sure.
I'll look
turn up.
Yeah,
Okay.
because that's like a style of dance that shows up in my life actively. Like if I'm in Mexico, like salsa is a rhythm and it's a type of dance that if you have foundationally, it actually allows you to engage with the world more.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah, like in Mexico when salsa comes on, like that is a fucking thing. And if you know the foundations, like you can then meet people and like be a part of the experience of that like rhythm in that space. And if you don't have the steps down, you know, you're left out. So salsa I'd take.
All right.
Turn up.
I'm going to look. I'm
Cool.
going to look because I really want you to enjoy the experience and I really want it to be something
And
where I'm
we
not
could
twisting
go
your
and
arm.
you and Chantel could come.
Yeah, I'm down.
Be a good ass time.
It's Chantel, right?
Chantel, yeah.
Chantel.
the
Dan and
A can
Shan.
be
That's
an
how
I.
Dan
I
and
keep
Shan.
it. Dan and
Dan
Shan.
and
Dan
Shan.
I swear to God, something went wrong with the fucking wiring when I like learned like, and so
Same,
now it's always
same.
like.
I
so
always have
say
her Sean.
Dan and Shan.
Dan and
Chantel.
Shan.
I'm sorry,
You can make the
Chantel.
ah sound.
I'm
I
sorry.
know, I know. That's why. But if that's how it is for her, then that's how it is for her.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not Dawn.
But I could be.
Dawn.
Daniel literally
Daniel.
doesn't care about people's right
No,
identities.
because he's solid in his.
I'm
He's like,
sorry
I don't
who
care.
I am. Like,
Right.
My parents have been calling me Dan, but I am me. You know, I'm an essence underneath all of
Ooh.
this that's been built
You're
up.
DC
Oh,
Lee.
Daniel, you are so
DC
deep,
Lee.
Daniel.
Daniel.
Daniel, your
I love it.
identity is so pure.
I mean.
I mean,
Daniel is deep.
Daniel.
Do you guys have a little tippy tip?
Oh, what? No. Is it tip time? Tip time. Let's tip it. Let's tip it.
Chap.
Tippy top of the tippy tape. Hey, a tip, guys.
Fuck, guys, we're slacking.
Get out there and sweat, okay? Put in a little bit of effort. Get your sweat on. Sometimes it makes you feel good. Turn up. I don't know that song.
Yes, you have
Sounds
your
fun.
back, man. You got a back, much back. So
Daniel and I are just hearing syllables rapid fire.
You
There's
sound
no
like
words
those
in there.
guys on Los Angeles Street.
even
by that
white
loft.
boys got to shout.
Oh, baby got back.
Baby got
Oh, okay,
back.
got you. Okay, I got it.
All right, so
She sounded like one of those crazy people on the street. Don't make eye contact. Don't make eye contact.
that was my uncle that you passed on your run.
man.
My tip is really to to really redefine what gender norms mean for you. And I know there's a lot going on with the topic of gender, as I think it's an interesting topic that should be explored and whatnot. But just like your typical gender roles, what's meant for a man or a woman, you know what I mean? Obviously, that feels kind of outdated now as we're like talking about more things. But, it's okay if you think somebody like weaker or lesser does something better than you, and we can celebrate that.
Change your thought process.
Yeah.
Someone showed you a new fact.
Yeah, define it for you.
Yeah, and don't base your gender around your abilities. You know what I mean? Like, or your gender identity around like what you think you're good at. Like, don't put all of the stress of being a man on what you can do.
On your physical
or a
acumen.
woman. Yeah,
You might just suck at martial arts.
right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Or you're a foot shorter than her, It's okay to get kicked in the chest. And you actually might grow up to like it.
Hey!
My tip is, man, exercise has been such a foundational part of my mental health, my physical health, my confidence. I can only speak as a man, like my confidence as a man. So if you don't exercise ever, it doesn't have to look like everyone else's exercise. It doesn't have to look like the gym, but like our bodies are fucking incredible and they evolved in a very physical world. They evolved walking, moving, climbing, building, being used. And they should be. And we live lives where like, fuck, I'm not going to walk a lot unless I make myself. Like I'll go from, especially in LA, like I'm going to go from my car to the thing, to my car, to my couch, right? But these bodies want to move, guys. So in whatever capacity that looks like for you, go on walks, go on runs, go on hikes, yoga, calisthenics, go to the gym, learn about... Sex, great one. Learn about lifting weights, like whatever that looks like for you, but having a physical practice in your life that you can see results in, that gets you out of your head and get you into your body. It's not only good for your physical health, for your confidence, but also for your mental health.
And just to get started in that, one thing that the worst person I've ever met told me is, if you always park as far away as you can in the parking lot and take the stairs, that's like a simple, small way that is a part of your everyday that you can make, you know what I mean, part of your exercise routine.
Yeah,
so
stuff
thank
like
you,
that, like
pace.
Yeah, stuff like that. Taking the stairs instead of the elevator just by default. Yeah, there's simple things you can do to just add more movement into your life, because for sure, as we get older, there's gonna come a point where it's harder to get it back.
Yes.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
harder
yeah.
to get your health back.
The body in motion
and
stays
the
in
body
motion.
will start getting more
I'm feeling
stagnant.
it now.
You
Like
know?
I get
Yeah,
it.
so it's good for your joints to be moving. Just have some physical practice. My goodness, it helps.
Our bodies deserve it.
So much.
Yeah.
And your body wants
Look,
it.
this is not all that. The mind, get out of there. Get out of there. Get. Body's falling apart because we don't pay enough attention to it, okay?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
the attention we think we pay is bad sex. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Dang.
just like, get your body
That's
right.
facts. Yeah, let me retract that sex thing. Sex is not enough, guys. No, because I've been in relationships where, they think that we can rest on that and sex is enough, but it's
Sex is the only exercise.
take your partner out and go do it together with them. I think that's really great for relationship building. Just hit the track.
Yeah.
Walk around it. Talk, Yeah.
Go on a hike.
Yeah, it can be beautiful sharing that with a partner. So there are things out there better than sex that are great for your body and your mental.
Yeah. That's it. Love that.
Thanks so
Sweet
much.
guys, thanks for
Thanks for
being here.
watching.
Thanks for listening and or watching. Thanks for being a part of our pod. We
Woohoo!
love you guys.
so much.
Let's go do some push-ups, guys.
Do some
Yeah.
push-ups.
I'll see you next week. Bye.
See you next week. Bye.
Thanks for watching this week's episode. Big shout out to our patrons.
Patrons.
We love you. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for making this show possible. Patreon.com/NedsPod. We got bonus content.
Oh, yeah.
We got patron-only live streams.
All that.
We take your questions and answer them on the pod.
That part.
It's a good time.
Wow.
Do it.
And a major shout out, either over my face or your face,
To our
super friends.
Super friend.
Hey,
yeah.
Time for the super friend dance
Get
now.
super
Time for the super friend dance now.
Super friends get super duper dancing.
Big shout out to our super duper friends.
Super duper friends.
Legendary XAK.
XAK. And
Yeah.
then who else we got? We also got Rebecca.
Rebecca.
Yeah, let's go.
And Eve.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, thank you guys. For real, we love you.
Super friends
We'll see you on the live stream.
Mwah. We love you guys. Peace. Hey, everybody. Thanks so much for watching this episode of the Neds Declassified Podcast Survival Guide. And if you guys want clips from the podcast, be sure to go check out the Neds Pod Clips YouTube channel. We got a link in the description, so go ahead, click it. And if you want more exclusive bonus content, come on down to our Patreon. Oh, yeah, we'd love to have you. And the link to that is in the description, too. Peace.